One, two, three, four, five. I can count that high. Hey, everybody, Crazy H here. Our next installment of Science and the Bible. Yes. Now, so far we talked about stuff like star count, around Earth, mountains and valleys and the seas, as well as atmospheric pressure. We didn't talk about ocean currents. That's in the Bible as well. Today, I want to talk about something kind of like almost all of this put together to talk about the 6 days of creation from a scientific standpoint, as limited as my science is. Okay, I'll be honest with you there. Hey, first there, don't tell my wife. Okay, I was being honest. Okay, now, I want to look at something. Your whole first chapter of Genesis talks about God creating everything. Okay, all of physical life. Okay, all of the universe. Now, the whole first chapter talks about how he set this up. And we're just going to look at a couple of things here. I want you to see something maybe you have never noticed before. Because guys, we got two things, two factions. Was it God? Was it evolution? The Big Bang? I believe in the Big Bang. God spoke and boom! It happened. Okay, it was just that simple. Nevertheless, day one, God creates light. Now, this is very, very, very interesting. Because God did not create the stars or the sun or the moon until day 4. So, my sports fans, what does it mean he's creating light? Well, is it possible that God is actually writing the laws of physics right there, making light to be physically possible? He's writing the physical law of life. Now, all the natural laws were written. He created light. He created the firmament, which is a fancy word for planet Earth and all of the heavens and stars. And it breaks it all down from the earth. Then you have the first heaven, which is our atmosphere. The second heaven, which is the stars. And then the third heaven, which is heaven, God's throne itself. We learn that throughout the Bible. Guys, the Bible builds on itself. It's not just one story here, one story there. Oh, that's such a cool story. Let's implement it. Okay, no, it all fits together. So check this out from a scientific standpoint. In chapter 1, we have energy, we have matter, because matter cannot just appear out of nowhere. If you have no matter, it don't matter. Okay, so you have energy, matter, and you have time, and most importantly, folks, we have a cause, and that cause is God himself. So that's the standpoint from which the biblical record of creation stands. If any of that is not true, I'm pointing at my Bible. It's sitting right here. Yes, so I'm a good Baptist boy. Okay. Nevertheless, if any of that is wrong, the entire rest of the Bible might as well be thrown away. Seriously. That's why evolutionists are really attacking Genesis. How? No, we've got evolution. We've got the Big Bang. So I want to talk about evolution. Okay, I'm gonna see if I can do this really well. See that little speck? It's a speck of dust. Okay, so I'm lying again. I'll tell you the truth. Full disclosure. It's part of the remnant of a taco. Nevertheless, that speck of dust. I want to ask you something. Can you sit? No, see, I didn't really eat it. It's right there still. Okay. Can you believe, honestly, if you sat for billions of years, that this little speck of taco dust will naturally evolve into a universe? That's a special kind of duh, okay? Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not putting you guys down, because I'm going to share this, and this blows a lot of people away. Evolutionists or atheists, on one side, can you get my hand in there? Oh, there it is. Okay. And on the other side, you got Christians, right? You evolutionists cannot prove that you're right. Newsflash, Christians cannot prove that God exists. However, that's one of the reasons, folks, that I've been working on this science and the Bible stuff. This is baseline stuff. I'm no great scientist or anything. I'm really not. But if we can find these little things tucked away about around Earth, mountains and valleys and the sea, atmospheric pressure, star count, if that's tucked away in there, isn't that enough of a starting point to think maybe this book is true? Or in the words of that great American actor, Tweety Bird, it's true, it's true. Okay, seriously, we need to consider that. Because I can't sit around looking at a speck of dust thinking everything would come out of that in 10 bazillion years. When I was growing up, I remember first hearing about the theory, that's what it was, the theory of evolution, and how millions of years ago, and now it's billions of years ago. You know why? Because they figured out millions of years isn't long enough for nothing to happen. Okay, so guys, check out Genesis chapter 1 and think of it from a scientific standpoint. All the scientific things that are needed for creation to occur are there because the one who wrote the science is the one who created it. That's it for this week. Hey, if you want, subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm going to be talking about the Bible more and more. Next week, I'm going to give you a hint. Oh, my phone died on me. My goodness, my goodness, my goodness. We're going to give you a hint on what we're going to talk about next week or next time. I don't know when we're going to get to it, but... Yes, it's dinosaur time, man. That's the guy that gets eaten, okay? Hey, guys, if there's a dinosaur running amok, don't stand there looking at it, okay? Just kind of like, run! Okay. Now, God bless y'all. Have a good week, day, month, hour, whatever. But remember, God loves you. He's real, and time is running